Hey guys, this is Jane from Team Shadow Strike coming at you again. This is a continuance of my very first random rant, which was dedicated to Power Rangers. If you have been following this, I did post the very first one, which was the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I tried to fit everything in one video because I really didn't want to make 1 to 2 parts. So if I did leave anything out of that one, I apologize. If you want to watch these in succession, I suggest you go watch the very first part. They will be labeled to where they'll be easy enough to tell what they are. Again, just to clarify, this channel is completely dedicated to Cardfight Vanguard. I just started a random rant segment. That was the first random rant I did was on Power Rangers, and I really just didn't want to just make another channel just exclusively for that, because I already have my Yu-Gi-Oh channel that I helped my friend Christian with, and I'm about to start my own sports channel, and 3 channels is my limit. Just to clarify that one more time. So this one, we're going to, like I said, if I got 5 likes or thumbs up on that very first video I did with Power Rangers, I was going to continue to do videos for each series of Power Rangers that we saw, and I'm going to try and do this very quickly while also hitting all our main points. And the second series of Power Rangers that followed after Mighty Morphin was called Power Rangers Zeo, Z-E-O, Zeo. And it aired in 1996. Now, to kind of clarify things before we get started, some people who are really good Power Ranger fans like me and know how everything proceeded, you should be able to say, hey, wait, weren't there the Alien Rangers sometime during Mighty Morphin in between Zeo? That is true. The Alien Rangers was a 10-part episode series, which I'm not going to cover because I'm sorry to people who might like the Alien Rangers. I don't think they're... If you're going to make a history of Power Rangers and you were going to explain all the series, that wasn't a series. It was a 10-part miniseries, so I really didn't see the validity of doing it. If you really want to see a 10-part, see a video on that, leave in the comment section below, and I will do something on that. But I really just don't think it was important enough to mention in the video. So I'm just going to jump straight into Zeo. Now, at the end of Mighty Morphin, the Power Rangers, they lose their power. And the command center is in shambles. It is destroyed, it's wrecked, it's gone. At the very beginning of Zeo, we see the Power Rangers, they're walking around where the command center used to be. Now, they eventually find their way into an underground chamber, which instead of being calling the command center, it's called the Power Chamber. And the Power Chamber, that's where Zordon and Alpha reside, just as you saw him from season's Mighty Morphin. So quickly, we have our 5 Rangers for Zeo. Catherine Sutherland, which was Kat, the Pink Ranger, or Zeo Ranger 1. Nakia Baris, who's Tanya, Zeo Ranger 2, Yellow. Steve Cardenas, which was Rocky, Zeo Ranger 3, Blue. We have Johnny Bosch, who was Adam, Zeo Ranger 4, Green. And then we have Jason David Frank, which was Tommy, Zeo Ranger 5, Red. So here's our first starting 5 Zeo Rangers, and they are given the responsibility to protect Earth from the Machine Empire led by King Mondo. Now, King Mondo came into power. When he came into Earth, he pretty much rushed Rita and Zed out, and it was their plan to take over Earth. Now, long and the short of it, the Zeo Rangers, you have new Rangers, you have some old Rangers, and overall the series, in my opinion, it started out really, really good. Pretty much the way it works is the Power Rangers, they found this huge crystal, and it was called the Zeo Crystal. And they broke it into 5 pieces and made the Zeo Rangers. And as you remember, at the end of Mighty Morphin, there were 6 Power Rangers. You had Tommy, you had Adam, you had Billy, you had Aisha, you had Rocky, and you had Kimberly. Well, Billy, as one of them, when they take the Zeo Crystal to the Power Chamber and are awarded the Zeo Crystals and their morphing Zeonizers for the first time, they are told that there is enough for only 5 crystals, and Billy is the one to raise his hand and says, I will step down as a Power Ranger. So he's still a part of the show, but he lives in the Power Chamber pretty much with Alpha and Zordon. He's pretty much just the help. And not mean to downgrade David Yost at all. I like David Yost. In my opinion, he should have filled in the role of what we soon find out to be as the Gold Ranger. Pretty much halfway through the series, we start seeing that the Machine Empire is starting to overpower the Zeo Rangers, and they're wearing them out, and they need some help. So there is a Gold Ranger that comes into the picture at first, and he starts to lose his power. Tommy finds someone to take over the Gold Ranger's responsibilities, and unfortunately, they selected Austin St. John, which was Jason from the original Rangers, who was the Red Ranger, take over as the Gold Ranger. I, however, would have liked to see David Yost Billy become the Gold Ranger. I personally don't think that Austin St. John is a good person from all the different things that has been wrote about him on how difficult he was to work with, how egotistical he was, and, in my opinion, you're doing a show for the entertainment of people. And at that time, it was aired towards kids. In my opinion, today, Power Rangers has pretty much aired toward everybody since it's so freaking popular. And people who say it's not popular, guys, it has been on the air for a long time. There have been 20 seasons, okay? You don't get to 20 seasons by not being popular. So, just a little personal reference there. I don't like Austin St. John. I don't think he should have been the Gold Ranger. I thought that role should have been filled, and would have been filled great, by David Yost, by Billy. Unfortunately, though, it was also in this series where we start to see Billy starting to transition out, because, as we know, David Yost was a homosexual, and please don't take that offensive if you are. I was just trying to think of the most polite way to say that. So, he was gay, he was homosexual, so if you are either one of those, please do not take that as an insult. I was just trying to think of the best way to say that without being offensive. I watched an interview with him on YouTube, you can probably find it, when he was asked, why did you leave Power Rangers? He said this, and I quote, "I was called faggot one too many times," and he literally just left. I don't blame him either. If I was a homosexual, which I wasn't, I would not want to be I wouldn't want to be made fun of or felt guilty about being myself. So I don't necessarily blame him for wanting to leave the show. And I've gotten to see him at Power Morph Con before. He's a very nice person, and he does a lot of good work, so power to him. But the way he exits in the show, he gets cursed by something and he starts aging. The Alien Rangers, who, I realize I'm not doing a video about this, but little thing here is the Alien Rangers take him to their home planet for treatment, and he starts to get healthy, and he decides to stay there. So, in turn, he just doesn't show up on the show doesn't go on the show anymore, excuse me. So, that's how David Yost Billy leaves the show. Pretty much, the exit of Zeo comes with Lord Zed and Rita trying to take back over Earth, and pretty much you see the struggle between Rita and Lord Zed trying to take over Earth at the same time that the Machine Empire was, led by King Mondo and his group of groupies. And they're pretty much fighting over who is going to be the person to do it. And eventually, Lord Zed destroys King Mondo and his empire. And that's pretty much it, And the Zeo crystals, they kind of just get swept under the rug the way I remember it. The creators of Power Rangers realized that they were going to have to start continually changing the Power Rangers in order to gain, the interest. In order to keep the public's interest, they were going to have to continually make changes, whether that was making cast changes or the type of Ranger changes. They were going to have to change their story as they go, and as you need to. So, pretty much, I pulled up this article here, and it pretty much just kind of summarizes what I just told you. Yeah. like I said, the Machine Empire pretty much gets destroyed when Rita and Lord Zed cripple their leaders with a bomb. So that's word for word off the article I just read, and that's pretty much all there is to Power Rangers Zeo. Then we usher into a new era of Power Rangers. We got to see the second movie, which I will cover in the next video. And that means the next video that I will be covering is Power Rangers Turbo. So that one will probably be a little bit longer than this one because I'll have to cover more fill-ins for Rangers and another movie that was made. That kind of was disappointing. But anyway, all that will be in the next movie. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this. This has been the second segment of my Power Rangers continued segment for Power Rangers Zeo. And which watch the video that I'll put in the link description if you'll understand what I'm saying. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this. In the comment section below, tell me what you liked, if you liked Power Rangers Zeo. And I didn't do this in Mighty Morphin, but I'm going to start doing this as well. Mighty Morphin as a series, grading it from all 3 seasons and the movie, I would give this series an A+. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, in my opinion, will always be the best series of Power Rangers there was. When you got Tommy, Adam, Billy, Rocky, Aisha, and Kimberly, that was the best 6 group of Rangers that I think there ever will be. That is, excellent series. Now, as far as Zeo goes, my main thing for Zeo is right after Austin St. John, Jason left, and he started saying all the bad things about the people at Saban and doing nothing while he was there except complaining. I don't agree with the fact to bring him back in as the Gold Ranger. They did it more for the fact that it's what the fans probably wanted, and a lot of people like Jason, even though I don't know why. But overall, as a series, Zeo, I would give a B-, and the reason is for bringing Austin St. John back, and also, in my opinion, Zeo dragged a little bit. I felt there was a lot of dead episodes in Zeo, because in my opinion, if you're making a show, every episode needs to be watchable, and there's a lot of episodes in Zeo that are just like, they obviously had a quota to meet, like this is how many episodes we're going to give you, and they had to fill them, but there was a lot of those episodes that I just don't like. And, Zeo, to me, it just, it was, I have completely watched all the series of Power Rangers, and the ones that I didn't watch because I either A, didn't like them, or B, I didn't find them entertaining. I've read enough about them to know what it entitled. And Zeo, I watched all of Zeo, and I was very, very thankful when I was done, because, like I said, the series dragged. So overall, I give Power Rangers Zeo, which aired in 1996, a B-. So anyway, guys, like I said, in the comment section below, please tell me what you thought of Power Rangers Zeo. Do you agree with me that Billy would have made a better Gold Ranger than Jason? Or are you one of those Jason fans? And if so, power to you. We just have a disagreement. But anyway, also in the comment section below, tell me if you like this video. Tell me what was your favorite moment of Power Rangers Zeo. And also, thumbs up the video if you did like it. That lets me know that I'm doing a good job. I like that to know that I'm doing a good job. And if not, let me know what you think what I should have said in the comment section below, and I'll respond to it. So anyway, guys, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Thumbs up the video, and I'll see you later in the next video to the series where I'll be reviewing Power Rangers Turbo. Thanks for watching.